This is review for triangle similarities test. That will be Friday, January the 19th in geometry. You're given two triangles and you're told that they're similar. You are also told that triangle A is 80 degrees and you are told that triangle E is 55 degrees. If we know that these are similar, then we also know that angle B and angle E correspond to each other. So if E is 55, then so is the measure of angle B. So angle B equals 55. How many total degrees do we have in every circle? We have 180. So if we take 180 and we subtract 55 and we subtract 80, then what we have left is 45. So the measure of angle F should be 45, and so should the measure of angle C. They should both be 45 degrees. So our answer here is B, 45. For number 2, you've got to set up, and basically you need to make sure that you remember that these are just two triangles. So you're looking at how to set up your proportions. And we set them up in class. We'll call this one X. So we should have X over 25 is equal to what corresponds to the side over here is going to be 24 over 10. And then we basically cross multiply. So we've got 10x is equal to 25 times 24. That's 600. If we divide that by 10, we get x is equal to 60. So our answer here is A. You could have set up x over 24 equals 25 over 10, and you still would have gotten the same answer. Remember, compare same items to same items. You've got two triangles. You want to know what value of x would make the triangle similar. So I'm going to look at how they're placed. So I've got 4 is going to compare to 10. 8 is going to compare to 20. So when we look at these and try to figure out exactly what's going on, we have 4 over 10. If I reduce that, 2 will go into both of them. That gives me 2 over 5. If I reduce 8 over 20, 4 goes into both of those. 4 goes into 8 2 times. 4 goes into 25 times. So this number, this fraction that I have right here, is going to be my scale factor. So we're going to set it up and compare the bottoms. We're going to compare the 6 and the x. But we have to use our scale factor. So we're going to do 2 over 5 is equal to 6 over x. Cross multiply, so that gives me 2x is equal to 5 times 6 is 30. Divide by 2, so x is equal to 15. For the next one, we've got one triangle and we're trying to figure out exactly which ones are similar to it. So we're looking at the similarity statements that we have. And notice we have two sides here that have exactly the same length. So we need two sides that have the same length. So that one's good. That one's good. This one we can automatically eliminate. And this one's good. Now we're going to see if we can compare the bottom length. So if we compare the bottom length from here, we've got 4 over 3. So my other comparisons need to reduce down to that. So here I'm going to compare 5.5 to 4.125. And what I want you to do is to put that one in your calculator. And you're going to do 5.5 divided by 4.125. Go to math. First choice under there is going to be fraction. And when you simplify that, that gives you 4/3. So far, this one looks like it's going to be the one. Let's keep comparing. Let's compare in the next one. Let's compare the 5.5 to 5.83. Hopefully everybody can see that this one is larger, and in our fraction, our scale factor, the top number is larger, so we should be able to automatically eliminate that one. Here we've got 5.5 to 4. Again, if we put that one in our calculator, go to math, first choice on the math is fraction, that gives us 11/8. That is not the same scale factor that we originally had with the 4/3, so that one is eliminated. This is the only one that has the same scale factor. Remember, it's important to have the same scale factor. Which drawing contains similar pairs? So we can compare and see set up proportions if we would like. For this one, if we notice, we've got 22/24. I can reduce this one by 2. That's going to give me 11/12. That's the same thing as this one, so that looks good. If these two sides are the same, then these two sides need to be the same. They are not, so those are not similar. If we look at our triangles, here we've got a 90. We add 30 to 90. That's going to give me 120. And if I subtract 120 from 180, that gives me that this angle is 60. If I basically do the same thing over here and try to figure it out, I have 94, that's 130. So this angle here is going to give me 150, and that does not work out. When we're looking at the last one, trying to figure that one out, comparing, I don't know the information over here on this side. So if I don't know this information over here on the side, I can't compare it, so there's not enough information for that one. So the only one that works for me is A. That's the only one that I know would be similar triangles in that particular picture. For this one, we're comparing. They want to know what value of X would make these triangles similar. You have to use the side that corresponds to it. So I'm going to use the side that corresponds to it directly. They want ABC to be similar to DEF. So ABC, DEF. So the triangle's in the exact same position. So I'm just going to compare 45 to 30. And then I'm going to compare 39. And this is what I need to find. So that's why I had to include X. You could have just used 42/30 and 28. So 42/28 would have been the same thing. When you cross multiply here, you get 45X is equal to 30 times 39. That's 1,170. If I divide 1,170 by 45, I get 26. So the value of X that would make those two similar is going to be 26. Which postulate or theorem would be sufficient to prove that these two triangles are similar? I already have markings here that tell me that angle E is congruent to angle D. And remember, these angles right here are vertical, and we know vertical angles are congruent. Therefore, if we know vertical angles are congruent, then these two triangles can be similar by angle. If triangle BCD, so that's the top triangle, is similar to BEF, that's the big triangle, what's going to be the closest value of X? So we're going to compare smaller triangle. So if you need to separate it out, this is BCD. We know this is 8. And we know this is 9. And we're going to compare that to the big triangle, BEF. And we want to know our value of Y. And the other thing that we know both of these measures here, so we've got to figure out the total length from B to F. So we will need to add those, and that's going to give us 19. So when we set these two things up, we're going to compare 9 to 19, little triangle to big triangle, is equal to 8 over Y. Now when we cross multiply, we get 9Y is equal to 19 times 8 gives me 152. If I divide 152 by 9, I get 16.8 repeating. So if it's 888, we're going to round it to the nearest whole number, not to the nearest whole number, excuse me, nearest tenth. So it's going to be 16.9. Which postular theorem would be sufficient to prove that these two triangles are similar? Remember what these are. This is a side. This is a side. This is an angle. Side, angle, side. The angle's located between the two sides, so that gives us our ruling. It's side, angle, side. That one's really easy. Looking at the triangles that we have, they tell us that ABC is similar to FDE. So we need to figure out where point F is going to be. And this one, probably the easiest, is to look at from B to C should equal F to D, excuse me, D to E. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 4 over 6 can be reduced to 2 over 3. Okay? So that's going to be my setup. If I count from A to C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I've got a ratio here of 2 to 3. If A to C, I said was 8, A to C corresponds to FD, excuse me, FE. So if I cross multiply, I've got 2 times FE is equal to 24. So F to E needs to be half of that, or 12. So I'm looking to find out where I can put F so that it'll measure 12. So if I'm counting here, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that looks like it's located at 6, 1. So if I put point F there, that will give me a triangle that's similar to ABC. They tell me that XYZ is similar to STR. XY is 6, ST is 12. If I compare those, I look at 6 to 12. So my scale factor is 1 to 6.